We want to thank God because so far there has been no cases of COVID-19 recorded in this nation. The government on the 25th of March declared a state of emergency. After 1 week, it extended it for 4 months. And so it will go on until the middle or the end of July this year. The government has encouraged the people to practice important measures like hand washing, social distancing, and other measures. In February, we had the training of the youth because this year, 2020, has been declared the Year of the Youth throughout the Trans-Pacific Union. And so we trained about 350 young people in the middle of February. And after that, the young people went to the local churches and the villages and the church communities to prepare for the July harvest this year.
The health department of our church in Solomon Islands has contributed to assisting the government in giving public health messages about the coronavirus to its members and the public at large in the areas of prevention. I think the most important thing that we need to tell our people is not to panic or frightened of nothing, because the virus is not yet here. But they must uphold the basic health prevention practices advocated by the Ministry of Health and Medical Services and the church to mitigate any domestic transmission should the virus finds its way into the country. In the Solomon Islands, there is still a lot of fear among the population. The overwhelming frightened state of the people is such that they even ignore the warning that came before Cyclone Harold that hit the country on Thursday night, 2nd April 2020. I had the privilege to interview one of the security officers of the Solomon Islands Ports Authority who said that he and his colleagues literally went onto the ship asking people to get off the boat, but no one listened despite telling them about the cyclone forecast warning of bad weather with strong winds and high seas that were to come that night. This is how frightened people were of nothing and putting their lives at risk of something that is more dangerous and deadly, like Category 2 Cyclone Harold.
The church under the Sabbath School Department since 2018 has reconstructed the Sabbath School classes into zoning system, which align with the General Conference TMI initiative. The result of this approach is tremendous. Firstly, it encourages the vertical relationship of the church member with God. Secondly, it promotes a warm spiritual relationship amongst the church member within the church. And thirdly, it propelled the members into ownership of soul-seeking movement within the community.
There are people who are inside the communities, yeah? Well, also you may know really Savalogat no more, or they are just next door neighbors below you no more, but we never talk to them, yeah? Say hello to them. So time we follow go zone, yeah? Time we take them with the invitation cards, we go looking at people, then we just looking at how also at stop lot place what now needs blog. So me invite him at the zone worships bloom fella. Really this fella COVID-19 yeah too also a blessing yeah for people ten by come Lord Christ yeah. People also me time me looking for COVID-19 yeah, it's a blessing yeah for people who are really like to follow Christ yeah, because there is no other way yeah, for you be safe yeah. You cannot go run away go nowhere. The only place to run is to Jesus Christ.
Because there has been no cases, the government has not given any orders for a complete ban on social gatherings. So we're still able to have our weekly prayer meetings and also our Sabbath services in all our local churches. We have been concentrating on the use of the media, and we thank God that we have the Hope FM and also the Hope Channel television. For the last 8 weeks, we have been preaching on the Hope FM. Our pastors have been preparing series of messages which is broadcasted as far as possible throughout the country. We have started on the Elijah Project in Honiara. This is where 14 groups of youths from the 14 organized churches in Honiara are preaching on the Hope channel. And this is streamlined through YouTube and Facebook throughout the nation and also to other parts of the world. Using the media has already had impact on the people. This week, I received a visit from 2 non-Adventists who live in the outskirts of Honiara. They have been listening to the preachings on the Hope FM. And one of them is already starting to keep the Sabbath. They rang me and asked to come to talk to me about their desire to start to study the Bible. And we want to thank the Lord that the coronavirus situation has allowed the church to be able to, or has compelled the pastors to use the media more than previously. And we want to thank God for this, and we pray that the Lord will continue to reach people through the messages on the Hope FM and also on the Hope channel. May God bless you, and may God bless the church in other missions and parts of the world. Thank you.